Hello, Year 2. I hope you're ready to find out what happens to Harry Stevenson in the show and tell lesson at school. So here we are, Guinea Pig Superstar, Chapter 4. Good morning, Harry Stevenson. Miss Gibby took the register, and Harry felt a thrill of pride when she read out Billy's name. Then she announced it was time for show and tell. Harry listened carefully. He wanted to be the perfect pupil today. If he was very good, perhaps Miss Gibby would give him a sticker or even a merit mark. Miss Gibby started to talk about favourite things. Her favourite thing, she said, was strawberries and sunshine. Harry nodded approvingly. But what about the class? It was time to find out. Harry watched as one by one the children got up to show and tell. They had brought all sorts of interesting things. A sparkly snow globe from New York, a saxophone, a scruffy, sadly old cuddly bear, a tiny metal cannon that was also a pencil sharpener, a plastic unicorn with a rainbow mane and glittery wings, and 5 Sparky FC medals. Soon there were only 2 more pupils to show and tell, Billy and Fergus. "Who's going first, boys?" asked Miss Gibby. Harry couldn't wait to be shown off, so he was pleased when he heard Billy call out, "Me, please, Miss Gibby," begged Billy, jiggling around his seat and holding his arm high in the air. "All right then, Billy," she laughed. "You're obviously keen to get going. What have you brought to show us?" Billy got up to speak. He patted down his hair. He cleared his throat. Then he cleared it again. Ahem. Everyone, including Harry Stevenson, waited for Billy to start. But nothing happened. Poor Billy was getting redder and redder and looking more and more unhappy. "Oh no," thought Harry, "Billy's got stage fright." "Don't worry, Billy," said Miss Gibby kindly. "Let's play a game. Why don't you give us some clues and we'll try to guess what you've bought? It might be fun. Does that sound okay to you?" Billy nodded and looked a bit happier. Okay, he mumbled. "Well, what I've bought is furry." "A teddy bear," cried the children. "A stuffed squirrel," shouted Jack, who could always be relied on to say something unusual. No," croaked Billy, a bit louder this time. "Not a bear or a squirrel. It makes a lot of noise. It's a tambourine, a recorder, a kazoo." Billy smiled. "No, it's not those either. It's very funny," he said, "and it makes me laugh every day." "Is it a joke book?" asked Fergus. "It's a furry whoopee cushion," called Jack. Everyone laughed at this, and so did Billy. "Phew," thought Harry Stevenson, "he's going to be all right." "No," continued Billy, "it's nothing like that. Well, maybe a bit." He thought for a while, and then all his words tumbled out in a rush. "It's not an it, though. It's a he. He's small and squeaky, and he lives with me and my mum and dad. He's really cool, and he's my best friend in the whole world." It was impossible to see under all that ginger fur, but Harry Stevenson was blushing like mad as Billy brought him out of the carrier and lifted him up to show the class. Funny, cool, Billy's best friend. Hearing those words was one of the happiest moments of Harry's life. There he is. "Oh, Harry Stevenson," gasped the class, and everyone stood up for a better look. Harry realised that Billy must have talked about him because all the children knew his name, and he blushed even more. Miss Gibby had certainly had a really big surprise. For a while she stood there, speechless. "My goodness," she said eventually. "A guinea pig? That's not quite what I had in mind, Billy," she sighed. "Well, I suppose he's here now." All of a sudden, Harry felt terrible. Miss Gibby wasn't happy that he was here. His whiskers drooped with sadness as he buried his face in Billy's arms. The very special day had gone wrong. Then he felt someone stroking his fur, and it didn't feel like Billy's touch. Harry turned his head round to see Miss Gibby staring at him thoughtfully. She stroked his fur again. Harry nuzzled her finger with his nose. Miss Gibby said. "You're certainly a charmer, Harry Stevenson." Harry gave her finger another nuzzle, and then a friendly lick for good measure. Miss Gibby smiled. "Well, Harry Stevenson," she said, "I've never met a guinea pig before, but if they're all like you, I think I like them. You may as well stay for the day. Just behave yourself, mind." Miss Gibby turned to the class. "Children, I'd like you to welcome a new member of 3G, Harry Stevenson." The children cheered and sung out their welcome. "Good morning, Harry Stevenson." I wonder what's going to happen next. Got a feeling that the box that Fergus has got may contain something equally interesting. Let's find out tomorrow. See you then. Bye, Year 2.